Yeah. So you mentioned a little while ago about, the certain privileges and things that we have. Do you think that Black Americans are not appreciative or take advantage of the privileges that we do have in this country? Do you think that they just yeah, like we're just not appreciative, and we take advantage of the privileges that we have here? Do you think that we have privileges here? Do you think that the privileges are only reserved for white people? They're the only ones who get privileges.
Love this question. All right, so boom. Like I said, we live in one of the greatest countries in the world, right? So we live in a country where we are literally we can reap we can reap the benefits of either the like I said before, the bad choice privilege, like you know what I'm saying, our bad decisions and our good decisions. We don't live in a country of colored privileges or gender privileges per se, but we do live in the country of good choice privilege and bad choice privilege, right? Because like I said earlier on the law books, there's nothing on the law books that says that I cannot do this because I'm black, or I cannot do this because I'm white, or I can do this because I'm black, or you know what I'm saying, Asian, and so forth, so forth, so forth. There's nothing on the law books that say that. Now, yes, you may have laws that may be gender specific, right? But that's more of a scientific issue that's actually based in absolute truth and reality. Like
Hmm.
some things, as far as the gender freaking stuff, they have to be there, you know, because there has to be a categorization of those things because that's scientific. That's based on absolute truth. There's nothing abstract about those type of laws that are
Yeah.
gender specific. That's different from race-based stuff that's not even there. So I would say that the privileges we have as black people here in this country is that we are Americans in this country, that we are citizens of this country. We literally have the opportunity to reap and sow the the benefits of all of our choices. So we can choose to make those choices good or bad for the most part. Like we choose that, right? And it's not about your upbringing per se, because most people in America don't start off with a silver spoon in their mouth at all. Most
Hmm.
people don't. But what's so unique about America is that you can literally start from nowhere and just reach astronomical heights if you just do something so basic as far as just get some type of education, like high school. Just get through high school, obtain a skill or a trade. You know, work hard, um, establish some type of freaking monogamy with another male or female, right? Establish a family. You know what I'm saying? Like we have the ability to start from nothing and gain everything without nothing on the law books holding us back from doing that. Like there's nothing on the law books that say that we can't do that at all, unless you're a criminal or have, you know, like me, to a certain extent. There are certain jobs I
Hmm.
can't work, of course, but again, that's due to the consequences of my bad choices. So now
Yeah.
I have to reap. I have to reap. I have to reap the benefits of the bad choices that I made, right? Because that's the choice I made. It's not because of what anybody else did or what other privileges that might be encroaching upon my own. Like no other white person or Asian person's or Hispanic person's privileges encroached on my own that caused me to make that bad choice, or that's caused me to not have this job market um, open to me anymore. No, it's because I chose to commit a crime. So therefore, I have to lay in whatever consequence that comes from that. Um, so no, I don't think black people um, have a disadvantage privilege at all. I think we actually are very unappreciative of the privileges we do have in this country. For real, we're very unappreciative of it. Because like I said, we're always looking for a reason to not hold ourselves accountable for our bad choices. So the
Hmm.
first thing that I always do is, instead of saying, you know what, I gotta tighten up, or I have to maybe, you know, exhibit more principles in myself, and you know, discipline. Maybe I gotta make some character changes. Instead of doing those things, we point the fingers at others and just say, no, I don't have to change. You all have to change.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think that so if we went along with the logic and the mindset that America is, it's a white man's system, it's built for, white supremacy, it's built for, white people to have privileges and for them to get ahead. Why is it that we see groups of people that come in from other countries who do not have foundations in this country, who just seem to just come in and just do very well for themselves? Like you have
better than white
people
from,
from people who come in from Africa, right? They do better than white people. Like Asians earn more money than white people do in this country. So if it's a country that's built up for white people to have all the privilege, why is it that these other groups of people are actually coming in and doing better than white people, doing far better than African Americans? So, we have these things, like, we have these facts and these realities that are tangible, that we can see. And yet it's like, we tend to just ignore them in order to make excuses for, why we just cannot get ahead. And it's like, even with the Hispanic population, like they have grown tremendously in this country. Like they have surpassed us in numbers in this country now. And so we are almost like the smallest minority in this country, and not literally, but our numbers are almost shrinking, and we're not progressing, yet we are one of the foundational groups of people that have been here since the start of this country. So how does that make sense? Like these other groups of people are coming in from other parts of the world, and they're coming in and doing just fine with no complaints. They're in their own world. Like they're not worried about police brutality and racism. Like they're not worried about it. Like they are focused on themselves, on building families, on making sure that their kids are being set up for success, and really building that wealth. Like they come in first generations and just do amazing here. So it's like how, so it's like, I don't understand how we can still have this mindset that there are things being stacked against us when we have real time and real life examples of groups of people who don't have those issues. So why is it that we have these issues but nobody else does? And we've been here the longest. Like we've been here just as long as white people have been here. So how does that work, Michael?